Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We've made the drive up to beautiful Baraboo, and we are at Oliver Motors, and we're going to have a chat with Del later on in the program, and he's going to have some tips for you. But first, this is a really interesting guest that we have here with us today. This is Wolfgang Kalman, who owns Urbanwood Studio right here in Baraboo. Wolfgang, thank you so much for being here today.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah. So, I'm really curious to know a little bit more about this piece that we have here. But first, let's talk a little bit about what your background is, and then we'll kind of get into what Urbanwood Studio is.
Okay. I'm a retired music teacher, taught for 35 years. I actually started my teaching career here in Baraboo, Wisconsin, 80 to 87, and then moved to South Milwaukee to continue the career and retired from there.
Yeah.
And then sitting around a fireplace with a glass of wine in retirement, we said, where do we want to go? And we said, well, we'll come back to Baraboo, because we never left because we didn't like it. We loved it here.
Right.
It was a job opportunity. So.
Right.
And you probably can tell by the first name, it's not a local name. It's my mom's from Germany.
Okay.
My dad was a undercover agent during post-World War II when they met.
No kidding.
And then I got the German name and we came here. Became a music teacher, but all my life, my dad was kind of an armchair woodworker and engineer, that sort of thing. And picked up working with wood, and I've always liked it. So
awesome.
in retirement, thinking about, well, what am I going to do now that I have all this wonderful time? I said, well, I think I'm going to go in the direction of doing something with wood.
Sure.
So the name of your studio is Urbanwood Studio. So, and you've brought in a few things we're pretty excited about taking a look at. Tell us more about the studio and the products.
Okay, well, it started out in South Milwaukee, where I retired from, and I just, my wife one day was, for example, for this piece, the Ecophonic, she was listening to her new Christmas iPhone, and just like most people listening to it
on the table,
and I said there's got to be a better way. So with my music background and such, and interest in making things sound good, after 7 years and 50-some prototypes, we've come up with the Ecophonic. But I also repurpose instruments. You can see some of that in a little bit. And but my primary goal is to take I make live edge furniture, and live edge furniture it's typically flat on the top, flat on the bottom, but it retains the shape of the tree.
Correct, yeah.
And I do have pictures of those on my Facebook page. So.
Absolutely.
There are fabulous pictures, by the way. Everything is, what I love about what I saw is everything is beautiful and so unique. It's truly one of a kind. I love that.
Yeah.
Well done.
Can we get a demonstration of how this works?
Oh, we can.
The Ecophonic.
I'll see if our
So this looks like a Bose speaker.
Yeah, that's what people say, but
okay, so we got some
sounds better.
Is this Coltrane that we're listening to here?
It is Gene Ammons.
Okay.
Second.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So, I don't know if you're picking that up, but this is what it sounds like.
Wow. And there's no, I mean, you're not plugging that into anything. There's no, like, electrical in there or anything. It's just wood.
It's an acoustic amplifier.
Wow.
So it works a lot like an instrument.
That's cool. That's cool. And you've got a couple other things,
Speaking of
instruments.
This is more of a conversation piece, but it does work.
Oh, sure.
Oh, my gosh.
And then, historically,
there you go.
If you grab that, I won't put the.
Okay, yeah, I'll take that.
This is from an old cylinder gramophone sort of thing.
Sure, yeah.
Just repurposing things.
Yeah. Wow. And I wonder if the original creator of this ever imagined that thered be a telephone playing music in there. I wonder if they imagined anything other than the cylinders.
I don't know if the telephone was invented when this was, or pretty, I don't know my dates on those things.
Right. Well, we've got just a little bit of time left, but tell us a little bit about where you source your wood from. I'm going to hold on to this horn here, if that's okay.
You might want to keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
Well, I get most of my wood as needed because I'm a small-time guy, so I have only my garage, and I can't really warehouse the wood there. So when I have a client that's interested in a certain type of table, we decide on the wood species, and then we go out and I find it from sawyers and people that saw wood and are able to kiln dry or whatever. I don't have the patience to wait 4 years for something to dry before I start a project.
Yeah. Well, if someone had an emotional attachment to a tree in their yard or something like that, and it had to come down for whatever reason, would you be able to work with something like that and make something special?
Good question.
Yeah, in fact, I did that for a lady that had a wonderful walnut tree in her backyard, and it came down, and in the place where the walnut tree was, she built a patio, and I built the benches that went on the patio. So it has to do with timing, though. You have to wait about 4 or 5 years to air dry a slab.
Yeah.
But if you have fortunate enough to have a kiln or somebody that can dry the wood, then you can bring that down to about 6 months.
Wow!
And then start the project. So yeah,
amazing.
Yeah, it's fun. I like that question. It's a nice one.
Yeah, yeah. Wolfgang Kalman, thank you so much for joining us today. Wolfgang is the owner of Urbanwood Studio, which is right here in downtown Baraboo.
Right off the square.
Go and check it out. We'll be right back with more Wisconsin Family after the break.